I am Anil Kumar Khandelwal. Welcome to our book, Rediscover Algebra and Trigonometry, where we are taking up concepts extremely important for high school. Here is a wonderful question which says diagram shows a square inside a square with sides of 10 centimeter. Find the area of the inside as a function of x. Find the domain and range of this area. Each side of the outer circle shown in red is 10. The inner blue circle is formed where the tip is x units from one side. We need to find the area of the inside as a function of x. Now, since one side is x, you can say on the vertical side that will be x, then the smaller side here will be 10 minus x. And that gives you the side length of inside square. Now, we need to find the area of the inside square. So, inside square area as a function of x we need to write will be equal to square of s, right? Now, s is hypotenuse of a right angle triangle whose sides are 10 minus x and x. So, we can write this as 10 minus x whole square plus x square. So that becomes s square. And that is how we get our function of inside area in terms of x. Clear? Let's expand and simplify. So we get 10 square, a minus b whole square we are using, 20x plus x square and plus x square. Let us rearrange. Always you should write the terms with highest degree first. And so we get 2x square minus 20x plus 10 square, which I could write as 100. Now, we got the area function. Let me write down this as area function of the inside square. So that is one part of the equation. Now the second part is we need to find the domain and the range of this area function. So domain is kind of straightforward. What could be the value of x? It's a function in x. So as you can see, x is within 0 to 10, right? So we can write the domain as x belongs to all real numbers, and domain is written in curly brackets, condition where x is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 10. So those are the possible values of x. So we have domain now. How are you going to find the range? That is the maximum area of the inside circle. Well, if x is 0, in that case it coincides with the outside circle. We know the maximum area for this indeed is 100 square. But what could be the minimum area? That is what we need to figure out, and that's challenging. So we could do that with the help of the function itself. Completing the squares could be one of the ways of doing it. So let's take this equation 2x squared minus 20x plus 100 on a fresh page, complete the squares, and get it in vertex form. So we have the function, area function, as equal to 2x squared minus 20x plus 100. So follow the standard way. Take 2 common. I use square brackets. X square minus 10x and keep this 100 away. Since you know you have to add something and subtract something, right? And that something is half of 10. So now you add 5 square, half of 10, and subtract 5 square. Close the bracket. Plus 100. That gives you 2 times x square minus 10x plus 5 square is x minus 5 whole square. Correct. Minus 5 square is minus 25 plus 100. Now you can open the bracket. 2 times x minus 5 whole square minus 50 plus 100. And that gives you as 2 times x minus 5 whole square plus 50. So we know now that when x is equal to 5, kind of right there in the middle, in that case, we are going to have the minimum area of 50. And therefore, now we can write down the range. So range of this function, which is area function, is, let me write like this, within curly brackets. So range of area function, correct, is, since there's very less space here, is that ax belongs to real numbers where it is between the minimal value is 50, right? And the maximum is 100, which is the area of the outer square. So I hope with this the concept is absolutely clear. Feel free to write your comments, share your views, and if you want to know more about the book, which is available on Amazon, check our website for more details or send an email on globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. Thank you and all the best.